Hello viewers, Six Wings here. Welcome to Europa Universalis IV, The Rights of Man. We are going to be playing today as Ethiopia because there were changes to the Coptic religion, and they're a nation I haven't really played, but have a really cool history. And also, they're also one of the few characters in the game who begins with a leader who starred in Civ 4. He was one of my favorite leaders to play as in Civ 4. So I'm very excited to play him in this game as well. Zariakob is a 6/5/5 outstanding ruler, plus 1% missionary strength, plus 1 legitimacy, and he'll get his next personality in 15 years. He is only 31, which of course means he's going to die tomorrow. Which means we have to look forward to Baeda Mariam Solomonid, a 1/2/1 kind of trash can. We can tank 50 prestige to re-roll him, I hope, and we may do that. We may do that. Looking around, our neighbor Kaffa to the south is a rival. They do have some coffee and gold, and are, blah 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 blah, have a Coptic state religion with some fetishist province. To our east, our other neighbor and rival is Adal. They are Muslim. And to the north, our friends, Bari, are Coptic as well. My apologies for the butchery of the pronunciations. Alodia are Nubian and Coptic. And then Makuria to the north have a few Coptic provinces, but they are largely... Actually, they're not largely anything. They're largely Coptic. One Sunni province, and they're only... Wow, they might be a fun game to play someday. Not now, but someday. So I'm going to go... Let's pop in without further ado. They did completely change how tech works, so rather than having a horrific tech penalty from the beginning, especially with our amazing ruler, who, as I mentioned, will die tomorrow, because he's amazing, and that's just the way this game works... we're actually going to get to take a lot more advantage of that. So that's something I'm actually very excited for. Let's check out our rivals. Yemen hates us, Adal hates us, Ajuran hates us, and Kaffa hates us. Well, Kaffa hates us, and we hate them right back. Adal hates us, and I think we hate them right back, too. We need access to the sea before we can core any of the Ajuran provinces. They are rivaled with Alodia and Adal, so... Bari, even though... Yep, that's... Game, you got it in one. I do have a domineering attitude towards them. They will not peacefully vassalize. I noticed that at some point Paradox made that a bit harder to do. So... Actually, I don't think they're... I think they're too small to be my rival anyway. Yeah, Ajuran, Alodia, or Yemen. Alodia has a bunch of kind of not the best provinces, but they're largely Coptic. A little bit of Sunni. We are Amhara. Oh, we have... Hold on. Was that a Jewish province? That is a Jewish province. Go figure. When did they add Judaism to the game? I haven't played in this region in a while. We have one Jewish province. That might be the only province that's Jewish in the whole game. Alright. So this is my first time playing in this, so I get to pick a blessing. Let's go to the religion tab. Let's take a look. What do we get? So as for being Coptic, we get that +1 tolerance to the true faith, and 10% bonus fort defense. So that's actually amazing. We have 5 holy sites, and we get 1 blessing per holy site that we control. So we have Aksum, which is... not our capital. Our capital is in Gondar. Where is Aksum? Why can't I see it? Or no, actually, I think it's over here? Aksum is controlled by... Oh, yeah, here it is, up in the north. So we control Aksum ourselves. It is Coptic, and we control it. So that means all Coptic nations will get 1 blessing. The rest are quite a ways out of our grasp. Alexandria, which is going to require dismantling of the Mamluks. The Ottomans will take care of that, but We don't want them to do it too fast because Antioch is another site. The others are Yerevan and Qasr Ibrim, which sounds kind of Arab. You know what? You know what? There's a tool for this. Where's it? So it's actually just a little bit to the north. So that we may want to make this our first target, which means we'll have to go through Alodia to get there. And then Yerevan, and I can't remember where Yerevan is. I don't know what it is. Okay, it's way out here. Oh, that's right. It's in Armenia. So this region is going to contain our 5 holy sites, which will give us 5 blessings. And there are 5 blessings, so we'll get all these eventually. I think the first thing we'll want to do is send monks to establish monasteries, get our missionary strength up, because we're going to need all the help we can get. We control a truckload of Sunni Muslim land in the south, and we're going to control even more as we expand. So that missionary strength is going to be critical. The core creation cost may well be the next one, but first we need missionary strength. We'll have to convert these provinces to Coptic as well. So, step 1, send monks to establish monasteries. Cannot be undone later, but that is quite alright. Yerevan is currently Coptic, and because the rulers are Muslim, it's unlikely to change religion. They're more likely to just add it to the Dhimmi group. But because we have one of those, we only get one of the Patriarch blessings, the blessing of the Patriarch of Aksum. This will substantially reduce the amount of work we have to do to convert these, so I think we may as well just go ahead and get going. And Kober and got Dawaro. And Kober, Dawaro, and Angot. They're all equally garbage. So we'll just start at the top of the list and work our way down. Actually, what is Shiwa? 339 with a fort. Let's get that converted. No, let's just start at the top of the list and work our way down. Pop. Wonderful. So, the first thing we're going to want to do is build a spy network here. We are kingdom rank already. We contain territory only in the Ethiopia trade node, so let's collect from trade. I can't pronounce any of these names. I won't try too hard. Putting an end to Adal is going to be important as well. Who hates Adal, though? Yemen, Hejaz, Medjugorje, Warsangali, and Ethiopia. Which is us. Hejaz, Warsangali, and Ethiopia. Yemen will not ally him, but he might get developed allies among the Somali states further south. That's definitely a possibility. And Ajuran hates us. Which means, since Adal hates us, they'll likely wind up with an alliance. I believe I still owe one more rival. Alodia, I'm going to want to conquer sooner rather than later. Yemen and Ajuran, we're not going to go after yet. So let's begin to fabricate on Alodia. These guys are, Coptic, Coptic, and Coptic. But I am instead, since I've now, alienated all of the other Coptic countries around me, let's go ahead and just build spy networks on Alodia and Medjugorje. I don't see a huge amount of region to do much else. We will want to get the Mamluks more approving of us. Improve relations, no. Conquer Al-Qadarif. What is Al-Qadarif? Right here. Beautiful. Done. It is complete. Now, we are not even close to our force limit. So let's go ahead and pop up, take a look at our unit lists. African Spearmen, African Clubmen are actually quite a bit better than our European. Wow, Europe really is coming out of a dark age right now. Their units are total garbage, and even compared to Asian units, our units are very, very good. I'm actually quite impressed by the infantry available to us. Much less impressed in the cavalry available to us. The Abyssinian light cav I will keep because we are Abyssinian, and the African spearmen I'll keep as well. So let's pop out a cav, unless I want to destroy the cav I have, but the cav is still going to be the most powerful. 3, that will take me up to the appropriate number. We'll go ahead and shred our forts. Not going to get rid of them. Well, I may actually get rid of this one. Not this one, because it's in the mountains. Gondar has only a capital fort. It's only highlands as well. But I'm not excited to fight someone on a desert. Attrition for enemies +1. Well, it will burn there. If we had like a desert highlands, I don't know that that exists anymore. I don't think it does. So, well, we're broke, so we're going to... We can't declare war for a while. I know it's not allowed in the first month of the game. So we are going to... How much are we... Why are we corrupt? Religious unity, of course. We're broke. So let's go ahead and shred our army maintenance for just a wee bit while we build up another claim on this guy. And then get our claims going on these two. The Holy Heart of Ethiopia. Once Aksum was the heart of the ancient Aksumite Empire, a bastion of Christian power. Situated at the crossroads of Africa, Arabia, and the Greco-Roman world. Among the obelisks and palace ruins, we have rebuilt the churches of this mighty nation of old. The greatest of them all is the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion. It is the place where we crown our emperors, the descendants of Menelik I, who is the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. It is here he brought the Ark of the Covenant. Every year, thousands of pilgrims come from the farthest reaches of our empire and beyond to visit this holy place. Gain 10 prestige, the Holy Heart of Ethiopia. Kaffa and Alodia have allied, which is fine. I intend to conquer them both at once. But we may do Midribari first, just cuz. No alliance for Adal as yet, but we're also not fabricating on them. My priority is to improve our religious unity by seizing territory of my religion, and especially of my religion on the coast. I would like to get access to the sea. I'm less excited to be adjacent to this jerk, and a jerk he is, but we're going to need to conquer him. We'll take advantage when he's at war with the Ottomans to eradicate him. Marahan and Adal, I'm not concerned with that. Oh wait, no, hold on, Adal. Whoops. Marahan. Oh, you know, it would help if I turned up the speed. Like, it sure seems like nothing's happening very quickly. Autosave is going for the year. So we're making a couple ducats. Got our infantries all done now. Make sure we can actually hold this number of units in our supply limit, which is all very, very, very low due to our low development. That'll get fixed as we get our development buffed up some. We have great trade goods. So, it's not that the money won't be coming. The money will be coming in, but it's just not there yet. We're going to squish one and then the other, I think. And we don't want to do anything about this. We'll let him spread his religion. Fortunately, looks like he also... Yeah, so he should have very little issue converting that for me. Nice guy. Makuria needs to stay independent because I need Custody Bream. And his Coptic provinces. Because the more Coptic provinces that I have, the better off we will be. Now the other thing that we need to do here is check out what kind of a general. Pretty good, pretty garbage, and pretty acceptable. Alright, I'm willing to take that. I have one merchant who is free, but Ethiopia is a source node. So instead I'm going to leave him free. The itinerant capital. So I have never established a permanent capital. The royal court travels from chief to chief. Actively encourage the cultural conversion of the countryside. I'm not that encouraged about that. I think this is how it has always been. But just because this is how it has always been, oof, arid development cost, that's pretty rough. Can I get like a terrace farming boost that will help? No? I guess that's a little too modern. Something going on in this region right now is terrace farming to help water retention. And a couple of years ago I read an article that said that they are projecting that they will be food independent within a few years. Assuming the climate doesn't get any worse. They should be food independent because they've been able to raise the water table through the use of terrace farming. So, thank you, Eastern Asia, for your innovations that are now being used in different parts of the world to help the people who live there. So I have claims on Al-Qadarif. They're allied with Kaffa. Now, when am I going to get my next guy? Next guy will be at level 5 as usual. Level 6. Okay, everything's looking pretty normal now. I like this. This is my first time actually playing as Ethiopia, I think. So I'm excited to be playing with this. I'm going to want to take a look at my development map. Oh, development map. Where is it cheap to raise development? Cheapest place is the capital. We're going to want to bring the Renaissance to us once that tech penalty starts to get high. And we can do that by raising the development in our capital. So we're going to want to have our own Renaissance and invest development points to do it. Kaffa have the gall to claim one of our... That's okay, they won't exist in a few minutes. Relax. But we do want to give them the opportunity to convert their regions to our religion. Adal, that's fine. They're much weak. All of my neighbors are much weaker than I am. So, that is the advantage of being Ethiopia. While the Mamluks can crush us, if we can get a good engagement in some mountains, I'm like looking all over just in utter futility for them. Have we got any mountains in the north? Here's some mountains. But if I could get a good engagement with them, maybe in the mountains here at Lasta. Hold on. Everything is all properly stated up. Great. Missionary's still working on it. But that's actually the only unrest I have, which is fantastic. I have no diplomatic relations whatsoever. We just hit this. Medri Bari. We're going to want the claim on Mendefara. Mendefera, I suppose. Got it. And because they are alone, I think we're going to go ahead, turn this up, and go to war. And we will use just our regular little old general here. What is our weight? And we're going to split the army, send half here, the other half here. Spy network in Kaffa. And again. Oh, they found us. Rubbish. Well, let's fabricate on a Lubator before much more comes of that. And we'll fabricate on Beja as well while we are here. That actually will do it for that. So let's go ahead and get relations improved with the Mamluks. Right now, as far as they need to know, we like the Mamluks. Right? Mamluks are friends, not food. So as far as any of them need to know, we like the Mamluks. Right? We like them. Ajuran is ally. They are my rivals, so they will not be of any use to me. I think having VJ as a friend will be useful, because he usually gets pretty big. And now we're just waiting a little bit longer. We can't afford any advisors, so it is pretty good that Zara Jacob is amazing. Good old Jacob. King Jacob. Excuse me. Spiritualist and creative in Civ 4, which was phenomenal. It was just a great combination. Was he creative? No, he wasn't spiritualist. He was creative in something else, but he was creative. Either way, it was a great combo. Cool. With that said, hello, friends. Gimme. I'm actually going to send him into battle because I want that bonus. Now watch him die. We're going to fight this first battle, and then I'm going to put a cut here. Cool. We've eradicated their army. So we'll give him all of that. Actually, we'll take all of this. We'll leave him with 7,000 troops. We'll take this. We'll return to our own territory so we can pull Zara off of his horse to ensure he doesn't, bite it. And we'll stick, Mr. Air. Harry the Air. Or whatever. We'll stick this guy here. I don't know how much referencing stuff counts, but anyway, I'm going to pause now. I'm going to put a cut here. I will see you guys in the next video. If you enjoy this, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you next time. Thank you.